time I work the bridge escape, I need guard over my hips. So in other words, if he's hugging my head, and he's the underhook, and he's slightly high mount, so a lot of these guys are trying to work the bridge from here, and I mean he's not over my hips, so I mean what about, we talked about this when we were playing the game. I can bridge this way, but Carl has to post. Otherwise, yeah. And now from there, I'll get my hands in boxing down position, and I shoulder walk back. Sit up, Carl. Notice the way he's right on my hips. If you're bridging it, it's a battle of inches. Even if Carl's there and there, right? And he's slightly above my hips, it makes your bridge so much more difficult. You want them on your hips. So the second I lift my hands, he's connected to me. That makes sense, his position. So take the time, wait until you've got them over your hips, and then keep them there with inside elbow position. So, what else can we do from this position? So we've looked at the hand and the collar, we've looked at tugging the head, we've looked at faced out hands. Better players, okay? If I put the hand in the collar, Card ties up the arm. My options is cross choke either over or under. Either of them hopefully should get the sub. Card ties up this arm. I know he's going for the bridge. Notice the way when Card bridges me to my right, his left, watch what happens till his right hip comes off the hand. Alright. As he goes for that, I can turn my hip. Okay? We did a solo drill back in the day, it's called the lizard walk. You're at your elbows. It's this movement here. So maybe you're rolling with blues or purples. You put the hand into the collar, you know you're going for the bridge. I know this hip's going to raise up, and now I just turn my hip. So in other words, my hip pushing Carl's hip into the mat. It's very hard for him to initiate the bridge. Does that make sense? Now I'm not putting my foot up and doing it. So you can underhook my leg, and then pass and get out, escape the position. So this foot, just do this. I put the hand in the collar, Carl makes his grips, and he works. It's just that my right foot, my knee is in his hip, but my hip is driving this hip. Does that make sense? We have covered that, various things. The next step up from that would be my hands on the collar. As Carl initiates the bridge, maybe I'm late with that. When he initiates the bridge fully, he actually ends up on the side. Just bridge a few times there, Carl. He's right on the side. Yeah. So the hip, and then he's on the side. So a better player can transition between them. The golden rule in Jiu-Jitsu is if Carl's back is on the mat, my knees are on the mat. But the minute he bridges and turns onto the side, I switch to technical line. So in other words, my knee that was underneath his right armpit slides towards the head, and my other one plants in tight at his hip. It's a variety of different names: technical mount, T-mount. An advantageous position. We can open up the collar from here, finish with chokes, finish with arm bars from this position. We can take the back. So, watch what I do with my left hand though. This is important. I put the hand on the collar. For me to move the T-mount, my left hand has to go on the mat. Somewhere between 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock. It will be in this quadrant. Okay? Has to be here. So see bridges, I move the tight. Stay tight with the knee, and maybe this way. But we're looking how to counter these with Upa, so let's do that. So torso, knee, and mount. I have him tight. He puts the hand in, and I know when I bridge, Carl can start doing that lizard walk. See the way he's tight? So know, there's no way I can bridge this way. But his knee's down on this side. So amazingly all I'm thinking about is keeping the grip on my left hand, putting this one in, and just take it to the other side. Does that make sense? So that lizard walk or that pinning the hip, it's a really good defense against the Upa, but it only works in one direction. Okay? So the better player will go one way and then go the other way. Let's look at that again. So from there, when this hand goes in the collar, okay, when I bridge this way, the better player will pin my hip. Does that make sense? So now I just tie up this arm, move my head, and look in the direction that I'm going. That makes sense. So you can be really savvy. Say you're not that great at the Upa Escape. Car's on me. I put the hand on the collar, and I know Car wants to pin my hip, but I'm going to go the wrong way. So in other words, obviously, this is the way I want to take him, because he's going out of base, but I'm going to take him this way. Watch what he does with that hip. He drops. The minute he does, just switch directions. It's giving you the Upa. If you're weak at the Upa, so that's pathway 1. Pathway 2 is, let's look at technical mount or when he goes to T-mount. So let's just say from here, back in the day when the Gracies was coming over, they added an extra move in. Rickson Gracie would have taught this move like this, and then he tied up the foot. And then he bridged, and he put the escape. The tying up on the foot was to stop him going to T-mount. Unfortunately, it doesn't really work because Car can slide his knee forward. Now he's got T-mount. So it's something I don't really do now, take a back step. So I don't really tie the foot up, but sometimes by concentrating on tying this foot up, it takes away from your bridge. Because you're thinking about tying this foot up and you're not really concentrating on your bridge. So I don't worry about the foot. I just focus on bridging with 2 feet and I can't go any further. Notice the way Car will post. When I switch to 1 foot, he's falling into the space that I've created, and then he's switching to T-mount. Or it's this, and he doesn't. So how do we do it with T-mount? Hand goes in the collar. Start to work the bridge, and finish the T-mount. Has a knee down on the other side. Watch the switch. Does that make sense? Technical mount is weak to the side the knee is on. Do that again. Hand goes in the collar with 2 pathways here. I go to do the bridge. Car switches to T-mount. For Car to move the T-mount, his hand has to be in this quadrant. So I'm going to be 12 and 3. When I turn, I know that hand. You're working the Upa Escape guys just on different